Alright guys, this better be good. I drove a long way to get here.
You drove a long way here? I came here all the way from down under in Australia fighting off 10 crocodiles getting to this booktube meeting. Come at me, bro! Yes, and we're all very happy you big booktubers are now able to join us. Sorry if we all haven't hit 50,000 subscribers.
Well, excuse me for being so gosh darn good looking.
Come at me, Jesse. Come at me. Guys, we need to just all calm down and just discuss this issue that is going on. And as we all know,
I'm very good at discussions.
Exactly. Christine of the Poland Bananas, why have you brought us here?
Hello, I'm Christine. Welcome to the super secret booktube meetout. Feeling alright, Christine?
I'm feeling fine, besides the fact that they're on to us. Guys, we have decided from the beginning that we would always be the best, okay? No one can come in our little circle of friends. Guys, the more popular we are, the more booktube is all about us. Don't you get? We have to be the best. Like, what's so wrong with not being the best? Like, some people may have more subscribers than you and...
Bow down before your queen, Padfoot and Prongs. You have only reached 35. You can barely speak in this meeting. Might as well just be like Tiernan over there. I don't even know why we let him join for that one live show. Like, come on, Tiernan, get your game up.
Hold up, where's Cassidy? Oh, Cassidy's too busy making kissy faces with her much taller husband at the moment, so she can't make the meeting, nor does she ever want to be a part of it, she told me.
Well, you know, that's okay. We can just search above her. Like we always do. Like I did. I now double her subscribe account. We all have to be the best, guys. We all have to trick people into buying us things on the Amazon wishlist. We must never reply to anybody but our own circle of booktube friends. And lastly, we must take over booktube. Whoa!
So hi, before I get started, I just want to make a disclaimer that the skit before this video was made with great intentions of just being very sarcastic, and I love all of the booktubers that I represented in there, and they're just, it is very sarcastic and just meaning to be funny. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, whether you are the booktubers that I was making fun of or just someone who's a very big fan of them. Hey, I'm a little booktuber called Seeker for Stories, and I'm here to talk about a topic that has blown up in the past week or so. It's been going on for like the past 6 months, but it's blown up the past week and everybody's making videos about it, so it is the YouTube culture to go with the norm, isn't it? But real talk here, guys. Booktube culture. So that little skit earlier, if you actually thought something like that happens, yeah. In other words, I don't believe that that happens. I made it as a extremely sarcastic remark on what people are making the bigger booktubers sound like, at least to me. And I think it's time you hear from a little booktuber here. So I just want to talk about this topic because I just feel that it's unnecessary. It really is, because I love booktube. I love the community. I just joined about a month ago. And because I've just joined, I feel like I should tell things from my point of view as just starting out, not barely like having any subscribers. So I'm not targeted, really. Just let's go down the list of what's happening. First off, Amazon wishlist. I don't think it's that big of a deal. If booktubers want to have it, I feel like they should feel free to have an Amazon wishlist. There is a concern of safety where people can see like where they live, exactly where they're sending it. I mean, like, booktubers who are putting that up know the safety stuff, regulations, whatever you want to call it. But just know that. And I do understand that some people are saying that, you know, it's making it feel like it's bribery, like, hey, here's my Amazon wish list. If you send this to me, you know, I'll be incredibly thankful for you and give you a shout out, stuff like that. So some little booktubers just see it as, ooh, if I send them a book, I can give them a shout out, and almost see it as bribery, or see it as a way for them to, like, acknowledge their existence and their opinion. But besides that, it seems like the whole reason the Amazon wishlist came up was because viewers were requesting it to the bigger booktubers. And so they put it up as helping the viewers and subscribers. Like, people were asking for the wish list. I just watched Tiernan's video, the booktuber. He just put up his Amazon wish list because so many people were asking him for it. So, but I see both sides, but honestly, in the end, it isn't that big of a deal. We're also going to talk about the big thing, I think, which is popularity on BookTube. And that's basically what I was talking about in the skit. I mean, I mentioned the Amazon wishlist, but... So the whole thing that I'm talking about is that whole skit didn't happen. They didn't plan to be the big booktubers. Pulling Bananas, Jesse the Reader, blah, 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 blah. You know who I'm talking about. It just happened, and I feel like they're being targeted for something they have no control over. I just feel bad for them, I guess. It's kind of sad. And I know the other argument is that they only interact with people in their little clique. And that's not true. I mean, they interact mostly with people in that little circle of friends up there on the BookTube pedestal of the popular people, you know? But really, when it comes down to it, they get so many comments, you have to be realistic and see that they can't reply to every single comment. It's just not going to happen. And when it comes down to, like, selecting the comments that you're going to respond to, are you going to respond to a complete strangers or someone you know and are friends with? Yeah, so it makes sense that they would reply only to those people. But they don't only reply to them. They do reply to other people. It's just the luck of the draw if they see your comment and decide to have something to reply to it. And it's all that matters. It's okay. And I know that people are having issues with people looking up to the bigger booktubers in the community. And like seeing them as idols and idolizing them and saying they're the most wonderful people ever. And I honestly don't see a lot of that. I mean, I know it does happen. And people are like, oh my gosh, you just responded to my tweet or you commented on my comment. I mean, I'll admit it. I get that little race in my heart when someone, like a bigger booktuber replies to me. I mean, it's only happened once. But, you know, I've watched these people for a long time. They're cool people, you know? I feel like even though we don't know a lot about them, and you see a small portion of their life that they show us in front of the camera, I mean, I still feel like there's a part of me that knows them, at least for that little bit, and it's kind of cool when someone you've watched for a while, like, replies to you, and you just, I don't know. I mean, if I see this person that replied to me, like, in the bookstore or something, like, I'm going to go over and say hi. I'm not going to scream like a One Direction fan, but I'm going to go over and say hi because, let's face it, you get a little race in your heart when you see someone that you've been watching on this thing, YouTube. But when you see this person that you've watched on here, it's like knowing that they exist, like, oh my god, they just don't exist on the internet. They're actually real people, and it's kind of cool to see that. So you're like, hey. Like, when I met Hunter Hayes, I cried after I met him, and I was shaking like, oh yeah. Yes, I met Hunter Hayes, be jelly. But yeah, I look up to him because he's a huge music inspiration for me. And, you know, maybe I look up to certain booktubers because they're cool booktubers. I like how they discuss things. And, you know, when someone you look up to, watch their videos, and, you know, I don't try to be like them. It's just like, I like their ideas, and I want to come across people as these nice people, but also who, you know, are known for sharing their own opinion and not being afraid to be criticized because this is the internet. It's gonna happen. I mean, obviously, why are we talking about this subject if it didn't? But yeah, that leads to kind of people copying or doing the same thing over and over again. Book hauls, wrap-ups, TBRs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys, this is BookTube. But honestly, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I know some people who just, like, talk monotone, like, here's the book I bought. Here's the book I want to read. Here's the book I read. Like, that's not something interesting. If you should be watching someone on YouTube because you like their personality, or at least their personality in front of the camera, how they come across to people. And so when they talk about subjects like their wrap-ups, their TBRs, their book hauls, you should be invested in it because they're talking about it with enthusiasm, or they're talking about it in a really discussive fashion, I guess. But every book haul is going to be different. It's not like they're exactly copying someone. Like, everyone gets new books. There's different books that are shown in a book haul. There's different ways that people talk about the books. The reviews are different because we all have different opinions. That's the whole thing of having review channel. It's that we all review sometimes the same things. Like, there's popular books that go around, like The Fault in Our Stars was pretty popular, and, you know, everyone has, like, those same videos, trailer reactions or movie reactions and stuff like that. But everyone has different opinions, and that's what makes their channel unique, is that either you like their opinions or you like the way that the person you're watching discusses. You like how they talk about it with enthusiasm and with all sorts of coolness and awesomeness. So, lastly, I want to talk about something that was brought up, that the community is losing its communicative feel. And as a new booktuber who just arrived, people are still like that. Like, no, you don't get some big booktuber commenting, "Oh, welcome to BookTube," but you get a bunch of other people. And in the end, like we're trying to say, like, these big booktubers, you know, they're important. I think they're cool people to represent us, at least at, like, VidCon. They're representing us. I mean, they deserve the success they're getting. They've been doing it for a while, and they're cool people for the most part. You know, I don't know. Out of what I've seen, they're cool people. But the people who have commented, they're just so nice, and there's so many nice people on BookTube still who are, like, commenting with me. And I still have that community feel. I don't know about you guys, but, I mean, there's kind of like this group where I am, you know, starting out, or low subscribers, or whatever. They're still commenting and being really nice and appreciative. And I really, really like that. So I still have the community feel. Everyone's very loving, especially since I've started my Seeker for Stories book club. I mean, there's 4 people, I think, now that are going to be joining me with the live show, so we're still having that community feel, and I'm still getting to know new people, and I love meeting new people, so I still have that community feel, okay? If you're not feeling that community feel, come here. This is Percy, the panda pillow pet. He's representing you. Alright, we can be best friends. Comment below, I will comment back. Okay? In the end, we all need to remember why we started booktubing. Just to talk about our opinions on books. We all love books, and we want to share our opinions, share our thoughts, and start discussions on something that we love. So in the end, I think all this drama is unnecessary to me. I mean, come on guys, it's summer. I just got out of the high school drama. I don't need it here on BookTube, alright? This is a drama-free zone, alright? We're declaring this. We are all loving and caring, okay? And I just saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, so be the hiccup of the BookTube peoples. The one who always wants to make the peace, even when you've got that super nasty person, which I don't think we have any super nasty people, but just make the peace with whoever they are. And be the hiccup of BookTube. Alright? So guys, have a great day, read a great book, and enjoy BookTube, okay? It's not lost. It's not gone. They're still happy people, and I think we can go back to the way it was. I mean, there's always going to be popularity, but as long as you're happy making videos and you've made at least one friend, I say that's a success. So see you later, guys.
So if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Doodly, and Game Center, all at Kaylin318. You can also follow me at Goodreads, Tumblr, and Google Plus at Seeker for Stories. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye!